650 Solus. Oh, I've been waiting on this wing. So excited. Feels like an epic wing for me for, you know, most Maliko, summer days in Maliko. When you've got your speed up, man, you can just concentrate on staying high. And this thing just carries. I mean, it is not big out here. I'm just trying to flow, not worried about pumping too much. And the thing just carries so much speed. Whew. Man, this thing is fun. Just to push at the right moment and then gliding. You're just carrying it 17, 18 miles an hour, really not working. Yeah, I got my heart rate down a ton now, figuring this wing out. I don't know, this could be the wing for crossing channels now. I just got to figure out, and it's on me, consistent lifting, but dialing that in, and then to have this kind of effortless speed sure is nice. Just got to keep it pointing downhill. Obviously, this is a downhill sport. Wow. Okay. Now I'm super pumped. So pumped to be on the 650. Whew. Wind's picked up. Bumps have gotten bigger. Coming across the reef. This wing. It's like everything you want. You can see it. There you go. I want it way up there. You can get it. Take some knowledge and some willpower, little leg power, and you got it. So sick. Milky Way. Oh man, Milky Way right into a nice runner. So I figured I'd just follow up with a little off the water discussion about the wing. So here's the 650. You can see, and here's the 775. These are both pre-production, so one's got the graphic, one doesn't, but you get to see the overall size difference. So the 775 is like a 120 square inch, if that's what you're used to hearing about. And then the 650 is more like a 100. And so I'll say the 775 lifts like really quite easily. And the 650 does take a little bit more push to get going. It has a lower or a higher low end, which it should, right? That makes total sense. But what I started to realize was it is a different technique than what I'd been doing before. And so I'd gotten kind of used to gathering board speed, but then also just engaging the foil a lot. And I think the Solus would prefer speed. So rather than engaging board speed and then pumping a whole lot, I'm finding more success in gathering board speed and then paddling quite a bit while easing the wing out of the water. And then once it's up and lifted, like, they're both really user friendly, and the low end is good, no issues there. But I did, until I figured out the technique, I had pushed through the foil with too much angle of attack on the takeoff. So just one thing to think about. It is a race wing, and so some of that is obviously to be expected. But I hadn't tried it in any light conditions until the video you just saw today. And so, and it was not light, but there were bumps running, but you know, 12, 18 miles an hour is not super windy for a 100 square centimeter wing. And honestly, I might have been faster average speed on the 775 that day, just because the carry was there. But it is interesting to try smaller wings on days like that because you learn about efficiency. And I really think that that's what the Solus is all about. I don't exactly know all the high-tech specs that Kane has put into this, but I will tell you that this foil is insanely efficient. This is the best combination of carry and glide of any race wing I've ever used. And then on top of that, you can also pump it, right? So carry and glide is really efficiency, right? Like the ability to just stay high and use the energy and glide through and up and over bumps shows a very efficient wing. But a lot of really efficient wings don't pump all that well because they're extremely high aspect. Whereas these wings are not as high aspect. They're in the 13 range. I don't know exactly what the 650 is, but I think the 775 is 13.1. So the 650 might be slightly more. But they both have the ability to pump very well, especially when you're high on the mast. And so when you're high on the mast, that ability to push is so nice because you'll see, you know, a Milky Way or a V, whatever you want to call it, and be able to pump through that thing and then get high up onto the bump and just carry and carry and carry and carry that speed forever. So anyway, I just think it is a remarkable example of all those characteristics that are so good. And what I'm going to experiment with is, on lighter days, am I faster on the smaller wing? Or am I faster on the bigger wing, just staying high and trying to be efficient? And I think that that might be what I learned from the Solus, is that sizing the wing, it's not just all about getting smaller. It's about being on the right size wing for the day. Your weight and the speed of the bumps and the force of the wind and all of that combined. I hope you guys go try the Solus. It's incredible, and I'm so stoked. And thankful for Kane and Keith for putting these wings out, because they're awesome and I think you're really going to enjoy them. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you all are getting out there and doing some downwinds.